Thunderbolts, huh? I feel like the tagline for this one might as well be the least Marvel-ish Marvel movie ever made. I feel bad even saying that because I think it creates expectations that might work against your experience with the movie. If you want the review, i.e. do I recommend you watch it, then the answer is yes, go see it quick as you like, it's a good movie. But this is more just a working out of feelings on my end. Personally, I'm still trying to decide if my opinion of it is strengthened or impeded by how much I didn't see its general vibe coming. Zero spoilers here, but I gotta admit I find it refreshing and fascinating to have an MCU project where my voice will be one of the quieter ones in the chorus of praise. I liked this movie a lot, but it shocks me how many of the usual outlets I follow loved it, after having been almost unrelentingly sour on Marvel movies for a while. At least as far as critical reception goes, it's crazy how this is the first MCU film since, Shang-Chi? To be wholeheartedly embraced without the crutch of some pre-existing goodwill from exceptionally popular characters. I mean, there's Bucky, the Winter Soldier, but he's decidedly not the lead in this. For the first time in a long time, the MCU's got a key success under its belt that can't be attributed to audiences coming in already attached to its leads. They've just told a story with this one that really resonates with people. The thing that really defines the Thunderbolts, and I think contributes a lot to the praise, is that it's not remotely trying to recapture the Marvel magic. It's interesting just how disinterested this film is in being any kind of crowd pleaser. Not that it seems determined to dissatisfy its audience, but, well, maybe that depends on who exactly that audience is. Thunderbolts isn't trying super hard to make you laugh, though it often might. It never tries for more than the briefest instant to make its action indulgent or glamorous or fun. It only even kind of sort of has a villain, and it's the farthest any MCU movie has strayed from their typical act structure. Keep in mind, I say that as someone who doesn't typically accuse these movies of being formulaic. That's just how big of a swing Thunderbolts is. Above all else, it prioritizes being a human story about deeply, deeply sad and lost characters, and I respect that a ton while also thinking it highlights the movie's few weaknesses into genuine distraction territory. Namely, for being such a different MCU movie, I feel it's got some of the studio's most tropey and obvious dialogue. It also speeds through or glosses over some character beats or tone switch-ups or emotional payoffs that I wish it had sat with more, and for as much as I'm harping on about how unique it is, it's also one of those movies that writes itself a check to go to some very dark places, but only cashes so far. I'm just saying, I think the ideal version of this movie is rated R. Speaking of rated R, if you haven't seen it yet and you're old enough, go watch Sinners. Either way, like and subscribe if this ramble did anything for you. I'm sure this won't be the last time I talk about this movie.